up, TikTok? I'm Yogi Chris from IMC Nation, founder of Ninth Limb Yoga and captain of IMC, streaming to you from IMC Pegasus here in Las Vegas. This is headquarters where I live with Arash Sapardi Bazaar, AZD, number one player on earth by the results of the relationships, the quality of relationships, the quality of women. And it's not just relationships with women, although that's really what we're measuring with the game, because a bunch of guys could say, well, we're best pals or whatever, but nobody in the group gets girls, then that's not the kind of social dynamics I want to learn. You know what I mean? Like girls got to be in the picture. But then you got to measure quality of the women, the length of the relationships, the freedom of the man, and of course, the quality of the relationships with other men. And so the strength of IMC Nation is something worth measuring. Look up hashtag IMC Nation, particularly on Instagram. Not a lot of users are posting personal content on TikTok. So most of the IMC Nation hashtags that you see on TikTok will be clips of AZD that me or my staff or people that I know have clipped up his lectures and put out on social media. And that's how these Instagram and TikToks grow. A lot of the YouTube channels also grow by these shorts, they're called, and put them out. So shout out to all the staff members who do that. And if you're finding AZD through those clips, then you should be grateful also, because those clips are invaluable. People all around the world have such short attention span, and so many things are pulling at their attention. So when you come across a clip that keeps your attention like that and then just fills you with good wisdom, like AZD's clips, clarity, clear thinking, clear speaking, it's pretty amazing. You can get a full education on just the clips. We literally take out the best pieces for you. And so any of these social media accounts are literally an education. Now, it's incomplete because it misses so much of the context. So it's like getting a math book and getting all the answers in the back or something. And like you didn't have to work out all the problems. So when you see the context, when you're part of the classes, then you'll get a lot more. The information has more potency. When I was a PhD, I studied something called information theory. Think what you will about it, but basically, how do you measure information? How much information is in a message? If I write you a letter, how much information is in it? They want to measure it. And very fascinating how they do it, because it is related to energy, and information is related to energy. So, why was I saying all that? Information, AZD. Oh, data. Here's what I learned from that. Data has more information in it if it creates a bigger effect. If data does not create an effect, we could call it noise. But if data creates an effect, we could call it information. So a certain amount of data and another certain amount of data, and one creates more effect and the other one creates less effect. There's more information in the one that creates more effect, less information, more noise in the one that creates less effect. So the clips that we put out of AZD has a certain amount of information in it, and that's related to the context in your mind. What information do you already have about game? Let's say a really high level player who has multiple relationships already with beautiful women comes across something AZD says, and it's going to be like, wow, all across the internet, I couldn't find anything that was valuable to me because I'm a player and everybody seems so beta to me. I can't even listen to anybody about women. They're all so bad with women. A player would know that about all the guys out there talking about women, would see the cheesiness and the repulsiveness, the unattractiveness of these dating coaches. They're just not like girls. I know women of beauty would not like them. So I don't know who they're fooling, but it's not women of beauty. So a player would see that. At the same time, a person that has no game context in their head, they don't understand game or social dynamics at all, they might actually get more information and they get more effect out of a lesser coach's piece of information. If a lesser coach, a rookie coach, or somebody more basic or simp puts out a piece of content about dating, talk to her this way, open her this way, walk up to her this way, meet a girl in this kind of venue or whatever, you might actually get more results from his information because he's closer to your level. The master of game, he puts out a piece of information, or we clip it and put it out, and it's him. It's too high level. It just goes over your head. It may as well be nothing. might as well just be a 60-second horn blowing because you're not getting anything from it because you just are lacking so much game. It would be like throwing, high level mathematics at a kindergartner, and it's just like you don't even know what you're looking at. What is this scribbly gobbledy goop? That's what it'll be like, And the same thing about the clips. If you have these clips and they do something for you, if you were part of the daily class, so we put out these clips at AZD, that's what these accounts are basically growing from. And, short sound bites, 10 seconds, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 seconds of AZD spit and truth with some captions or whatever. Those do a certain thing for you. They're valuable. You know what I mean? They're valuable. That's why you follow the account. That same information in that piece of content is actually more valuable and creates more of an effect when you see the context that the clip came from, when you see the full lecture the clip came from, and what built up to that AZD answer. Somebody asked a question or there's some situation being discussed. And the clip is potent by itself. That's why we put it out and it grows accounts. But it's actually will do more for you if you have the whole context, because then you'll change your life with game. Game is not just about getting women, although that's the thing, that's the benchmark to measure from. How many women, quality of women, longevity of the women, loyalty, that's the quality of the relationship. You know what I mean? And all the things I said at the beginning, quality of relationship with other guys. And of course, it's necessary, involved in how you get women is going to be the financials. How do you make your money? How do you make your money? How much do you make? But also, how do you make it? Because if you make a lot of money, but you don't feel good about what you do, versus you make less money, but you feel great about what you do, that'll get more women and more beautiful women and more loyalty. Now, you'll want to make money, obviously, eventually, but it's really an internal state. And AZD demonstrates this left and right. I've seen him go through breakups. I've seen him be broke. I've seen him have injuries, weird ailments. Like I've seen his neck swell up and weird things that happen. Deep flu, severe fever, all this stuff. And it's a state of mind that he keeps communicating from. And that's what keeps the women, because I know just from my minimal experience of multiple relationships, I had 5 girls and then I had 3 girls, and I currently have 3 girls, and I've had girls for a long time. And any state of mind shift you go through for the negative, like you get injured or had a bad day, whatever, bad communication with somebody, a deal fell through, whatever, does affect your relationships. They may be nurturing for like a day or two, but there's a echo that comes back, a repercussion. When you dish out negativity inside your relationship, it'll come back to you, whether that day, right then, later, whatever. And AZD has really, deciphered this thing, that your state of mind is what the woman is responding to. So then, guys, if you want to go live, talk with me. Like Bates, B-Tates, let's go live. So what am I saying? The state of mind, it's been demonstrated at the highest levels. It'd be one thing if some lesser player, myself, if I was just here saying on my own experience, that state of mind, you'll get any woman. And that's how you keep her, is with the state of mind. Take it with a grain of salt. Like, that's, obviously I get women, but it's not at that level. I'm not the best in the world or even world class at it, I wouldn't say. I'm a world class student of AZD, but I'm not world class in the quality of women and how many women and whatever. I'm definitely a player, and I'm definitely a player in this game. Whether I'm winning the championships or I'm just competing or whatever, I'm in the game. Most guys aren't even in the game. They're not even players at all. They're sidelines. They're taking their girls to the sporting event, and their girls are swooning over me on the field playing, and all the other players on the field. Right? So, but when AZD says it, when he gives advice from the discoveries that he has at the highest levels of the most attractive women, with the women that have the most options, and doing it with minimal resources, all in a state of mind. I've lived with the guy for almost 4 years now. It's 3.5 years I've been living with him. I was already a student for many years, so I saw him go through a lot, and I was around him when he went through a lot. But living with him, I see so much more. I hear the arguments, or, how he handles things, all the positives also, dealing with family. Man, I see so many situations. He's a living master, bro. Like, navigating all, and at the same time, he's human. I see him evolve and change and, get angry or something like, but he's a master of this thing called seduction. Brandon, yeah, it's believable. Seen some chicks run glam. I don't know if that's what you're trying to write. That's hard to keep up with, leaving you dumbfounded. I don't know what you're saying. Seen some chicks run glam. So if you want to go live, you can tell me about it. B Tates. B Tates, is that you? It's not. It's Mr. Disrespectful. Mr. Disrespectful, if you want to go live, we can talk about it. Okay, Troy Olvera, if you want to talk, let's go. Hold on. Checking comments here. Shout out Enlightened Masculinity. See you guys watching on there. Okay, well, we'll be wrapping it soon. What did I call this show? Was the mindset, mastery, dating mastery, mindset, dating mindset mastery. That's what this is. That's what the mastermind is. It's pretty incredible. I put out a piece of content today that was clipped from one of my previous shows. I gave a really good analogy about a mastermind and the world being a mastermind. Well, it was an evolving idea, the mastermind of female feminism against every man. So every man is up against a mastermind against him. The whole world is against him as a mastermind of women and all the men that side with women, the little bitch boys. And that developed into something I said yesterday or the other day on stream, and I clipped it about if you were part of a stock trading mastermind or any mastermind, you were a construction mastermind, or you were a game. Oh, invite Brandon. Oh yeah, if you want to go live, Brandon, just type it out. Yeah, it's believable. Seen chicks run game that's hard to keep up with, leaving you dumbfounded. Sure. Yeah. I don't know that maybe when I was less experienced, I don't know that it leaves me dumbfounded. Chicks run game, and a lot of times it's stupid. And it depends. I mean, if they're gorgeous, then they really have some game to run. But it's funny when a chick that's not gorgeous tries to run game. She doesn't know. She's not a master seducer. She would be much more charming because she couldn't rely on her looks. But, the game of really good looking girls is sometimes, a lot. What's up? Okay, there's all these comments. Most of you guys are weird, but let's see if there's anything worth. Yes. Thank you. Yep. Crystal, some kind of crystal quartz. I'm not single, but I am. I live single, but I have 3 girls. What kind of watch is that? Why? Why do you care? Okay. Cool. I like the comments. Everybody keep commenting. And what was I saying? So this mindset, this mastermind. So if you're part of any kind of mastermind, like anything, you were a guitarist, you were a basket weaver, you were anything, you were a wrestler, if you were able to be part of any mastermind, that's like what old forums were on like AOL or whatever. Like that's a mastermind, a lot of Q&As back and forth and feedback. And, the longer the mastermind is running, and if it's running well, people that don't participate drop off. People that do participate get better. New people join. It gets advertised. It gets better and better. The mastermind gets more exclusive and more prestigious and better, more effective. And if you were part of any kind of mastermind about, your hobby or your trade, your job, whatever, you would get better at your job. You would shortcut, your journey. You would make less dumb mistakes. You would suffer a lot less. You had somewhere you could go for advice. And so you would really shortcut your journey to success and, accelerate. You'd go faster towards success than everybody who was not part of a mastermind, who was trying to figure it all out for themselves. So that's what a game mastermind does also. Guys don't want to admit that they need help with game. I don't know why. Do you guys think you need help with game? Like, do you feel confident in your ability to attract women and then make women desire you and want to possess you and want to be in relationships with you? Are you like confident with your ability to do that? Do you have a good, strong skill set to go and get wherever you are? Maybe it's not tonight, maybe it's not this venue, but like wherever you live in the world, do you feel confident that you could go out and get a woman? No problem. I'm curious because that's important. I think from communicating with everybody that a lot of people don't think they need help with game. They don't, they'll say they don't even think about it, which is weird. Like, you think about it. You masturbate, you watch porn, you do all kinds of gross stuff. You imagine fucking the old neighbor lady naked. You know what I mean? So, any guys out there don't think you need help with game? I think in general, once you have the women, it's keeping her. That's the problem. Brandon, what happens when you try to keep her? What is the result for you? So you get her and then you want to keep her, and then what happens? Okay, Isaac says people don't seem to accept it. I don't know. Isaac, do you think that you need to get better at game? Are you confident in your ability to attract women wherever you live in the world and to make them want to be in relationships with you? Brandon, I think oh, that's still Brandon. Full moons. Maybe you have some opinion on this. Do you guys think you need to improve with game? What about you guys on YouTube? You either got it or you don't. Okay, so that's your opinion. So do you have it? Do you feel confident in your ability to attract women and make them want to be with you no matter where you are? What kind of, oh yes. Um, right? What do you guys think? People don't seem to accept it. You lose her. What does that mean? You lose her, Isaac. Full moon, what's up? Okay, Brandon, did you stop commenting? What do you think? What happens when you try to keep her? You get her, but then you can't keep her. What happens? You can go live with me too if you want to just type out you want to go live. 6475. I walk into any room and know I'm the best. I have the spirit of God dwelling in me. Don't care what anybody thinks. Okay. So do you have a woman now? I'm curious. Or more than one? And it's right on. Where in the world are you located also? I'm curious about that. Isaac, I do need help with game. Fuck yeah, I do. Yes, sir. Right. So, do you have a strategy for how you're going to meet women? How do you meet women? And then when you meet them, or when you cross paths with them, what do you have to offer? I'm a female. Oh, okay. I have the spirit of God dwelling in me. Don't care what anybody. So, if you're a female, are you single? Is my question. Full moon. Did he say more than one? Yes. Yes. If you don't know, AZD has like 7 or 8 girlfriends. And they're all really fine. Really, really fine. So yeah, that's the thing to think about. I don't know if Brandon is still there or gone or whatever. I'm going to cut this stream short pretty soon. I'm going to end it soon. So yeah, you need to look at like what are your activities through the day? Like, are you around women? Just came across this page. No, you're not single. Okay. So then if you're the best in any room, are you saying you're the best female or like you're also the best out of your man? Like, are you better than your man? And so if he's in the room with you, you're the best? Or uh you mean you're the best female in any room? Is that what you mean? We're gonna learn female game, everybody. Okay, so yeah, that's AZD. He's known for that. So we grow these accounts on those clips, and here you are. Okay, so yeah, what's your strategy? Like, what do you do through your day? And part of your game strategy does include your business and your life. So if you have a particular kind of business that has you tucked away in a cubicle somewhere where you're never interacting with women, then you got to go do something outside of work, extracurricular, to come across women. And it's not like you want to be picking up on women in your workplace. It'll happen naturally, like if you're just that kind of guy. But you definitely don't want to eat where you shit where you eat kind of thing. Best female, and everyone is attracted to my aura. Do you think it's your aura they're attracted to? Or is it your tits? Like, do you show cleavage? Is your hair big? Do you wear a lot of scent when you walk in? Do you think it's like really your energetic body that people are attracted to? Or is it your sexuality that you're exuding? That you're signaling sexuality to the environment. And when you say everybody's attracted to your aura, women, they want to come and be your friends, but guys, they are undressing you and they try to touch you and they come close to you and they try to flirt with you because they see that you are signaling sexuality. It's not your aura. They're not in awe of your aura. except for maybe some very, very beta men that are obviously very feminine and weak. I dress modestly and have confidence. Right. Right. Okay. Well, there you go. So just modestly, you have confidence, and everyone is attracted to your aura. So then it would be like, how do you know they're attracted to your aura? And are we talking about men? And are you out radiating your aura and pulling men towards you? And then it would have to be look at the quality of the men. And you really don't know a man outside of his friends. So look at the man and all of his friends. And then you got people in the world like you and everybody that doesn't have exposure to a strong group of men who are strong tribe and they're strong individuals and attractive players, very charismatic, charming, and just overall mentally extremely strong. So that group is definitely weaker than this group. And so you are, in fact, attracting weak men, and you are probably very sexual if you're attracting them to you. But maybe you're not. But, that's the physics that I understand in the social world. And I've been around and I've been studying it for a long time. Izzy, every time I mess with a female, they won't leave me alone. I guess you're a guy or a girl. Okay, so that means that up until now, how many females have you accumulated because they never have left you alone? See, if you mess every time you mess with a female, they never leave you alone, then you would have accumulated every female that you've ever been with in this lifetime because none of them would have ever left you alone. Right? So how many females do you have right now? You guys see my logic there? Okay, full moons. I've been with the same person since I was 16. It's been 34 years. Right on. Probably a fine 50-year-old. Fine. Brandon, I attract women who are in a relationship or women that see me with a woman. What do you mean you attract women that see you with a woman? So like when you're out with your woman, then you attract other women? Is that what you're saying? And when you say you attract women that are in relationships, does that mean you sleep with them or what do you do? Like, how do you know they're attracted to you? They just come up to you and talk to you, or are you just seeing body signals or what? Okay, everybody, we're going to end it soon, just as these last questions come in, because nobody wanted to go live. Yes, as you said it. Okay, well, I said a lot of things and I gave some either ors, but uh, you know, I still didn't get the answer to my question, which was what are you trying to do? Like you get with the women, but then you say you can't keep them. So are you trying to keep them or what's happening? Like, you know, the basic primary is I think that we should talk on the phone, but I think that you're looking up to the woman. You're like worshiping the woman. So you're trying to keep her. I don't try to keep women because I don't get with women that I'm trying to get with. I don't try to get with women. I do spit my game. I go out and I practice my character and I talk and I put myself in venues where there's lots of women. So I do talk to women and I am practicing a skill set, but I've transcended needing that particular girl. Now, at the same time, go after finer and finer women and higher pressure, quote, pressure situations. And you test that. You test your ego or ego check yourself. Like, what is the quality of your skill? Go to better and better tournaments. Don't just keep playing the same tournament. But it's not about I'm in love with the spirit of wrestling, let's say, the spirit of the martial art. It's not that winning the championship is going to complete me. I will complete me as I'm on this journey. And I'll go for the championship because that's the thing you do when you're a warrior in my lineage. You go for the win. You go for the gold. So the ones I try to keep see through me. So, okay. So then you're too open about things. And I don't know what you're seeing that they say they see through you, but it sounds like your game is weak. That you're looking up to the woman, you're trying to keep them. I don't try to keep, I only get with women that are below me. And all women are below me. But she's only getting with me because she knows she's below me, because she's acting like I'm above her. So she respects me. She looks up to me. I only get with women that look up to me. I do not affiliate or involve at all with women that look equal or down on me at all in any way. Like they do it once and it's done. And then if they ask, they say sorry, they ask forgiveness, then I give them another chance, of course. But it's like, no, the proper dynamic from the beginning. Maybe in the beginning, in like the pickup, like you first meet her and it's in a venue or whatever. Like I'll meet some girls tonight. They'll probably be rude, whatever. So you got to submit her. And you do it with social awareness and charm and just power, raw power socially. But I'm only getting with women that are looking up to me. So there's no problem in trying to keep them. If I don't keep her, it's because she found a better option in her own head and I don't give a fuck. I'm not trying to keep a woman. You ruin your life. You just lose your life trying to do that. So, okay. Brandon, what's up with you, man? Why aren't you on the mastermind? You should be on the mastermind with AZD. You know, I don't know what's going on about that. Everybody should be on the mastermind. Quick pitch. All right, AZD, he's the guy I live with, top player on earth. The way he teaches about character and communication and focus and imagination and just ethics, the ethics of relationships, that's what will make it work for you. Like only dating a woman that looks up to me is an ethics. That's a principle, a moral, personal moral principle that I live by. That's my ethics level. That makes my multiple relationships very ethical because I'm not swayed and pulled left and right by my emotions because I'm looking up to some woman that's jerking me around. I'm only with women that look up to me, so all my women look up to me. So I just lead and they follow. And that's sane and it's ethical. So that's what AZD is teaching is ethics and communication skills and self-awareness and all that stuff. And that's $97 a month. Every day we meet at 10 a.m. Pacific, and every day there's a recording that you can watch. It's like an hour, 15 minutes. You could speed it up. You have access to so many recordings, and there's a lot of extra bells and whistles and bonuses, but that's the meat of it. $97 a month, PayPal, and then you have access to all this wisdom, a full education with all the context for all the clips that you're watching on these accounts. The clips that we put out with the guy with the face tattoos come from bigger lectures, an hour long, that you can watch, and you'll improve your game. Because like I said at the beginning, if you were part of a mastermind for like stock trading or anything, carpentry or basketball or whatever, you would do a lot better at that subject if you were actively part of a mastermind that was a long-standing mastermind that kept getting better. People dropped off, people stayed in it, got better, and they actually worked it. You would shortcut a lot of your setbacks and sufferings and whatever. I don't like following emotion. I think logically. Right, but you're saying you're having trouble keeping a girl. So the logical thing to do is learn some game then. You got to learn game. That's the logical thing to do. And if you're going to learn game, then the best value is going to be learning from the best man on earth for $97 a month. You're not going to get better value than that. Even if you learn free, you won't get better value than that because if you learn free, you're going to learn bad habits. Unless you learn from AZD's free stuff. But how long are you going to do that for before you start learning some real stuff? Like, really, how long are you going to do that for? Okay. Let's see. Izzy, that's cute how you delete your messages because you're a girl, right? We already read your messages, so you can delete them, but whatever. Izzy, every time I mess with, oh yeah, Izzy, I have, or not Izzy, 6475S, whatever your stupid little handle is. I have 3 I keep in rotation just to go out for drinks, movies, and dinner and stuff. But lately, every girl I try to have a one night stand with, they don't get it and keep texting and calling me. Yeah, well, I don't try to have one night stands with girls, so that's part of it because they can taste and feel your neediness, right? And so can your regular girls. They know that about you. I guess my question is, how can I do better on letting them know it's only a 1 or 2 day thing max? Well, why do you think that a girl should want to do a 1 or 2 day thing max with you? Why should she compromise her vagina? And, getting with you is not going to increase her chances of getting a good man. So why should she get with you for 1 or 2 day max? Have you worked out? Like, are you trying to steal the sexuality from women? Or what are you really giving in exchange? Like, are you just going to dick her so good that it's worth it? Like, you might have a wrong perception of how good your dick is because, man, just because. I don't even want to get into that. You're good. The humble don't stumble. Right. So, bro, why aren't you on AZD's training, bro? What's going on? You like to be logical, but your game isn't doing very well right now. So the logical thing to do would be to learn from the best in the world, on the planet. So why aren't you doing that, Brandon? Let's go. Really, really, I'm very, very curious. Would you answer? Just let me know because I'm super curious. Okay. Izzy, did that answer your question? I think you got it. Everybody, let's see if I see any final questions online here on the laptop. Troy Story, are you about to be in the daily mastermind? You got a job, right? So I think you're about to be on it. Let's see. The real good question, man. I don't know the answer to that. Brandon, I hear you. Yeah, but what are you going to do about it, Brandon? Why aren't you on it yet? Like, where in the world are you? Are you making like $1 a day somewhere? Or like, what's going on? Like, are you just not serious about getting better with women? Like, is it just like not real to you? Or do you not believe that you'll get better if you do the mastermind? Like, you're not convinced that a mastermind of AZD, because this is just a talk with me, but this is not AZD lecturing. Are you like not certain that it'll be worth it? that you're wasting way more than $97 worth of life and frustration and sufferings, not knowing how to get women and keep them, how to keep your balls and your masculinity and your integrity when you're with women? Do you not think it's worth it, or what is it? Why not? Why not be? If you want to be logical, why not be on it? Okay. I don't know. I don't know what that means even. Why is it worth your time to comment that? That's a good question. Okay. What do you guys think about all that? Any other questions about Brandon? You've convinced me. I'm just taking things step by step and not rushing into things. Okay. Well, if you're convinced, then it's not a rush because you're already convinced. So it's like, if you're ready to get up and walk to the bathroom, do you need any convincing, or you're just going to do it? Like, what are you waiting for? Especially when you know it's going to be good for you, because you're going to feel really good when you're on the inside. And then you relieve yourself. Oh, and it's just what you needed. And then you eat the piece of cupcake right there. And you're like, fuck yeah. And then there's like a pretty girl outside waiting for you when you go back in your room. And it's like, man, I'm so glad I went and peed, because I was getting distracted by my urge. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're convinced step by step. The next step is you click a link and you go put in your PayPal information, and then you get a login to a member's site, and you just log in. It just takes you there and you log in, and then there's all the recordings and you start watching. Now, when you sign up, I'll know you signed up, and then we'll schedule a one-on-one call where we can talk about your game and where in all the recordings you should study, because it'll address, what you're needing, after I talk with you. So that's how it goes. You basically sign up. It's a PayPal sign up or a card. Just go to a payment form or whatever online. And then you get access to a members area that has all the recordings. And then you schedule a calendar call with me. And then we talk for 15, 20 minutes one day. And I'll sort out what you're going for. And then we stay in touch, because this is what I do full time. So you have me at a different level. We can communicate regularly, and I'm very interested in your success. So, just guiding you through everything. Stephen Prosperity is about to join on Thursday, he said. So that's like really close. Okay, are there any questions on that, Brandon? Or when do you think you're going to join? Like today? Because if you started today, that's the best thing. Tonight, I don't know if you got big plans with some hot babes tonight, but maybe you should crash course a few AZD lectures tonight. Okay? Izzy, you didn't help me for shit. What are you talking about? I just gave you the question of your life, bro. I just gave you more game than any game you've ever learned. And if you're too dumb to get it, then I don't know how to help you, because you're below me. But let me repeat it. You said, but thanks for replying, brother. I appreciate it. Have a good day, my man. So you might have already left, but the question was, my question is, how do I do better on letting them know it's only a 1 or 2 day thing? And my question to you is, why should a woman give herself to you for just 1 or 2 days? What's in it for her? If you can answer that, because I don't know your fucking value, bro. I don't know who you are. So what's your value? So if I was asking the question online, you didn't know who I was, and I was like, how do I convince her it's just a 1 or 2 day thing? Well, and somebody asked me, well, what's your value that she would only want to do it for 1 or 2 days? I should be able to answer that. And if you can't, then I don't think she should get with you. You know what I mean? Okay. Brandon, what do you think about that? You're still on. I know it. I can feel it. Brandon. Okay, what's up? The audience has picked up. So if you guys want to go live, just raise your hand or whatever, request to go live. Troy Story, when are you going to go on the daily classes, bro? I want to help you with your game. I want to help you with your focus and your life. Okay, life is good here at Pegasus House. Pegasus and Eden are 2 of the main houses here in Las Vegas that IMC Nation guys have moved into from across state lines. And we have 3 other houses here, but these are the main 2, and they're very close to each other. So I just walk back and forth. The other one is the Stream Team house that has all the equipment that we stream from. His just looking to take advantage of women and not really trying to connect. Who? AZD? Or who? Dylan Eaton, what's up? That's right. They call me Captain. I'm the captain of IMC Nation. Brandon, who's his looking to take advantage of women and not really trying to connect? Who are you talking about? And if you want to go live, just comment that you want to go live. Let's stream. Let's talk it out. Okay. Guys, on Instagram, you guys are cute. Everybody on Instagram, super cute. Armando Vargas sending me all kinds of information, dropping out of his plans to come to Las Vegas. How beta, Armando Vargas. Yes, your family, your long lost brothers. Yes, I get it. Okay, well, I hope that works out to your dreams and beyond because I've heard that story before many times actually with different guys in my history, and maybe you're the exception, but I think you're more alike, you're more in common with IMC Nation guys than Blood Family right now at this point. So I recommend moving to Vegas. Okay. That guy who said they got nothing out. Oh yeah, exactly. There you go. See, you already know game, Brandon. So when are you? My question to you, bro, is when are you going to be joining the mastermind? Did everything I say make sense about we do an orientation call, you log into a members area, and second question is when are you going to be joining? You know what I mean? Stephen Prosperity's joining. Unless you guys got other kinds of questions or you want to go live, I've given my lecture, I've given my P, given a lot of value on the stream. So I'm going to go do some business, but now I'm wrapping it up. Like, what's up with you guys? Why not study AZD games so I can talk more with you about it? Like Isaac got higher level game, even though I said less to him, but because I know what he's gone through, I say some things. And I know he gets them more than what you get. That's what happens when you study AZD. You speak in layers. Soon. I got the link, bro. How soon is soon? As soon as not, well, I need like a date, like a day or a date. Like, I don't need it, but I don't believe you until you give a day or date. That's how it works. Soon is not a thing. That's what girls say. Girls say soon. Fuck your soon, I say to a bitch. Fuck your soon. Give me a date. A date or a day. Like today? Why not today? Can you sign up today and get started tonight? Or wake up in the morning and do it. End of July? The fuck? That's like 4 or 5 weeks from now. It takes you 4 or 5 weeks to get $97 together, or are you just not convinced yet, Brandon? Whoa. Nobody saw that coming. That's a long time, bro. Jeez. Jeez. That's absurd. Can't you like just sell something? Sell it. TM, what's up? Fuck. What? Cashing my chips? What does that even mean, bro? Are you going to take any girls on any dates in the next 30 days before the end of July? Are you going to take any girls on any dates? Are you going to spend money on any girls? Are you going to spend money on anything that's going to make you do better with girls, like a car or shoes or a fancy dinner or something? How much money are you going to be spending trying to get girls instead of learning top level game? I'm just curious. Do you see yourself going on any dates and wasting time? Because what if you get a chick pregnant? God forbid, in the beta condition that you're in, then you're really not going to have money for the daily classes. Then you really need it. I'm just wondering why 4 weeks. I'm real curious. Why would you tell me to read the comments, bro? Obviously, I'm reading the comments. If I wasn't, then I wouldn't even see the comments about reading the comments. Come on, dude. I can be patient. You're not running away. I trust. Well, is it patience? Are you just, the thing about it is, if you were convinced, then you would have this exact understanding that your patience is delaying your evolution. So when you go another 4 or 5 weeks without the game, then you're going to make mistakes that you're going to suffer through the consequences, errors. And so you're living in a hell where you're getting with girls, but you're not able to keep them and you don't know why. And that's got to be frustrating. You know what I mean? So it's not about being patient unless you really just don't have the means. If you just don't have the means and you got to get it together. But I find that so hard to believe. I also have duties and responsibilities that's more important than my love life. But nothing is more important than your relationship with yourself, because that will change how you do everything. If you don't love yourself enough, then all of your actions, activities, jobs, relationships, parents, everybody, your dog, how you treat yourself, everything. The dating is a reflection of how you treat yourself. How you handle a woman and her evil and her connivery and her she's fucked up, dude. Women are fucked up. How you handle her it's a reflection of how you relate with yourself. And so it's not about getting chicks. The game that AZD teaches is about overcoming your character flaws and becoming unbreakable as a character. Full Moon, you're such a weird lady. I've seen you on these streams before. You're really weird. I know it. Super weird. Okay, Brandon. So keep living in your hell, bro, because you don't need to improve your love life, but it's going to improve everything in your life. And that's the thing that you got to recognize. So you might think you get it, but you're not getting it. when you get on the class and you start getting it, you're going to be like, oh shit, I really had no idea. And that's just what it is. I mean, I've heard that so many times. And that's the truth for me too. Okay, everybody, I'll see you on the next one. Os.